Good morning, students. Today we will see the another algorithm of this spanning tree. That is a minimum cost spanning tree formation, and it is a Prim's algorithm. So here we have two such algorithms, which are the Kruskals and Prim's algorithm. Uh, this Kruskals algorithm is using the edges as a primary one. Means here, based on the edges cost, that is least cost, the property of that one is which is having the minimum cost has to be plotted, and which are forming the edges has to be removed. Here also we are taking the edges which are having the minimum cost, but we won't start with the edges here. So the process here is we need to take a node or a vertex here, and we need to explore to all its adjacent nodes, and we need to connect these adjacent nodes with the edges here. These edges what we are using will be having the property that is a minimum weightage here. So the first here is what we are going to, we are taking the edges only, edges which are included from the set E, and we are taking the vertices also from the vertex E. In this representation, what we are doing is we need to take this formation of the minimum cost spanning tree by picking up a edge here, or sorry, by picking up a vertex here. So here, what could be the vertex? It means any vertex from the vertex set we need to pick randomly. Means there is no any rule that you will start with one node or another node. Like what you have to do, we need to take a node here and we need to explore all its adjacent nodes. And how we are going to perform this one is we are taking these things where that is the vertices, and the vertices, adjacent vertices are being connected with the edges here, and we are adding the edges which are having the minimum value. That is a algorithm here. So for the first step, we need to begin with any vertex. As I said, we need to take a vertex which is from the another one. Means we should take the vertex from that vertex set, that is a capital V. So, and we need to go for the edges there. What are the edges connected to that? That is vertex. So if the vertex is having multiple edges, what we need to do? We need to take the least one, and we need to think, means we need to consider another one here is this picking of this edge, whether it is forming a cycle or not, we need to see. Yes, now. So here it consists of multiple edges now. So it comes this multiple edges from that one we are taking another one, and we need to repeat this step until we are reaching that one when the edges are equivalent to n minus 1. So if the edges are 4, sorry, vertices are 4, we will have the edges which is a n minus 1, that is 3. So how we are going to start this one? So pick up one edge which is having with the low cost here. And coming to the pseudocode, here we are taking the initial one which is a graph, and it consists of vertices V, and the edges has been stored in the capital E. Initially, we are considering the tree as a empty one, and we are assigning the values, tree's values to this 0. If this while means if the tree consists of fewer than n minus edges, what we need to do? We need to take this least cost edge and we perform the action. If there is no such edge, what you have to do is nothing but you should stop there itself only. Means if you have reached the end point, or if some circles means cycles has been forming, what you do, you will stop there itself only. You will specify it as a spanning tree. If not, what you have to do is nothing but we need to take these the vertex V will be added to the tree's vertex, and the edge between this U and V means what is the taken one source, and then next what the added one V will be added to the tree. So here we need to take this, the vertex values what we are using and the tree's vertex values what we are using should be equal. Means so these two sets are the equal sets. They should consist of the same that is same elements here, and what are the edges we are using will be added to the tree. If doesn't consist of the n-1 edges, what happens here, it specifies it as a no spanning tree. So first we will start with the tree, means there is a null, that is nothing has been stored, means formed here, and the vertices what we are using, the tree values means the vertices what we are using here is a 0. Initially it is 0. So whenever you are trying to add the vertex to that tree, what happens here, these vertex will be added to the tree V, that is a tree vertex value, and we need to compare these two values here, means the tree vertex value and the vertex value, whether these two are having the same elements or not, means same vertices names or not, because we need to add all the vertices into that one. Okay, and coming to the example, in the previous session also we used this example. At last we are having the same spanning tree. When you compare in the previous and then next today's example, the spanning tree will be the same, because it is a minimum cost spanning tree, and how we are approaching will be the different way. So here first we are taking a graph, and then we are removing the parallel links or any loops here. So parallel links and loops are there, we remove that one, and this is the final graph we are having. So from where I have to start? So in Prim's algorithm, what is specifying, we need to start from a node which we are picking. This means there is no other specification and that we should start with A, B or C or that. So we can pick any vertex from the set what we are having. So we took this one as a S here. S has been specified as a root node here. So why we are choosing this root node or that one? It is been arbitrarily chosen. It is not considered that it should be the root node that. So arbitrarily what we are why we are using this one is, this will enact as a root node and it will help you to connect to the remaining one. So here whenever you are searching for an article or any topic, what happens here, it will give you set of links will be there, or the set of pages will be there. So what these are indicating, they are not the root nodes. What sometimes we are getting into the hyperlinks will be there. Whenever we are getting into a one page, it will redirect to the, means if you are clicking on that one, it will redirect to the another one. So what the first page is enacting as, it is enacting as a root node for the remaining one. And also you want to search for some videos of your one topic here. What happens there, when you are clicking one video, the remaining will be, means which are equivalent to your topic, or which are means just they are having including your topic, means accurate, or sometimes what it is doing is it is including frequently watched videos also which are relevant to your search. So the first one what we are taking will enact as a root node, but it is not a root node. So what it is taking, it is giving the access to the remaining also. Means by selecting that node or by selecting that page or that link, what happens here is, it is allowing to take the access to the remaining also. That is, it is providing a source for accessing, and it is letting you to connect to the remaining one also. So place this S as a root node or a chosen one. So here we are choosing the S here. S has been considered as a root node here. So here by reaching the S, what we have to do, we need to take the adjacent nodes here. What are the adjacent nodes here? Just make a list here. So here, before getting into that one, let me make a list one. So the first one here is yes, and it is S2A, and it is using the weight is 7. And then second one is S2C, and it is using the weight 8. Okay, so that is about S. And coming to the A to S is also the, we won't, means it has been traversed. Just take the another notes here. A to B. Using that one is a 6. A to C. Using the value 3. Okay. Next one, B. We are not including the already used one. B to C. Using the value 4. B to D. Value is 2. B to T. The value is 2. Sorry, 5. And coming to the C, C to D using the value 3. D is having one link, which is left 2. So how many links are there? We are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So count it, we are having 8 edges or not. So here 4, 7, 8 and then 9. So 9 edges are there. So let me plot the example here. So first what we have chosen one is the S here. What is the algorithm is saying? We need to go for the adjacent nodes here. What are the adjacent nodes here for the S? These two are the adjacent node for the S, and which is using the minimum cost here. It is S2A. So choose this one. Okay, 7 has been chosen, and this is the edge. This edge has to be added from the E set, capital E set. And what we are doing, we need to add, and here the another one here is we need to add the TV set. So here the TV set consists of, initially it is a null, we added S, and then next the another one is a here. Okay, we reached A. So the step from the step 3, what we are doing is we continuously add the adjacent nodes to that selected one. Okay, so the selected one is A here. Okay, now see, we reached A, and what is the edge we need to take here, which is having the low cost has to be considered. From A to C, there is an edge which is using the low cost. That is a 3. So what could be the next node here is, it would be C here. So specify it here. So this one has been considered. So the first one here is S2A, and we took that one. Why? Because it is from that among A and C, we are having the low cost, which is a 7. And among B and C's edge, we are having the low cost edge is 3 here. Okay. And continue this procedure by forming the spanning tree. Okay. Coming to the C. At this C, we need to see what is the low cost one here. The low cost one here is, so C is having only one edge for the C to D here. Okay, that is using for 3. We can mention it as a C to B here also, but what I am doing is this is also mentioned at C, that is B. So there is no need to mention again and again here. So the chosen one will be 3. And then 8, 6, 4 will be there. So here it's SEMA, 8 is there and then next 4 is there. Since we choose this 3 only, what happens here? We need to represent the data this form only. And then next we added the vertex to this TB, the tree's vertex value also, and go for the D. What is the value? What is the value we need to consider here? So D is having 2 edges. We can take any edge from that one, because from D to B it is also having the value 2. From the D2 to D2T it is also having the value which is the 2 here. Okay, so we need to consider any one among that one. So we took D2D as a 2 and then another one is a D2T as the 2. Which one we need to consider has to be decided in the next step, because while reaching the 4, which one we used this one, D2D, and then D2D has been used. What happens here? While reaching the next one, what happens here? We are having the 2 edges left. Among these 2 edges left, we are the 4th one and then 5th one will be there. These 4th one and then 5th one, what it is providing, whether it is using the cycle formation or not, we need to see. Whether it is forming any cycle or not, we need to consider. As it is forming the cycle means what happens here? We need to stop the process of that one. So here we are not using further representations here, because if it is using the 4 as a next one, means we chosen D, and then next here also this one, adding the values to that one. The next procedure here is we need to repeat the step. So the repeating of the step includes B is having how many edges left? It is left with the 6, that is 3 edges are there. 3 edges will be there. And what happens? See here. So if we are considering, means this one, and then next this one has been chosen. So among these 3 edges, if you choose any edge, what happens here? It forms a cycle here. If you choose this one, we form a cycle here. Okay, if we choose this one, so what happens here? We form a cycle at here. Okay, and coming to the next one, if you choose this one, we are forming a cycle at this point. So there is no other one has been left. What happens here? We need to choose this one only. So this is the final representation. So how we are going to process here is, so the first one, what we are taking, the first one should be the node what we are using. So if you reach at that node, so if you consider S as a root node, what happens here? We need to study about the adjacent elements of that one. So the adjacent elements are the A and C. And here what we are choosing the vertex is the main one, and we need to choose the edge which is having the least cost here. And while choosing the edge, what it is doing, it is been specifying that whether any cycles has been forming or not. Okay, so if it is not form any cycle, easily add the values to this one. Okay, that is the first one. And coming to the next representation, in this one, what we have to do here is we need to take adjacent that is nodes, and the edges has to be added in a manner, these vertices what we are taking will be updated in the trees vertex value. And here, while adding, if you are getting any cycles, avoid these edges here. How many edges are there? We are having three such edges which are forming the cycle by using that B. That is, a B is having three edges here. Four edges has been used by the B. And if you are using these edges, what happens here? We are forming a cycle and try to avoid these values here. If there are any left, we need to see. There is no any value, any edges has been left for processing. So what happens here? We need to specify that this is the final spanning tree for the given graph. See the cost of the spanning tree. This is equivalent to the previous one. If you see the previous spanning tree here also, this will be equivalent to that one. So here what we have done, we have been using the vertex as that one. Means we are not specifying the edge here. We are choosing the vertex and we are forming that one. We can choose any vertex and we can start that from other processing. And coming to the next example. So this example is having 6 nodes which are having the edges like that one. And consider this, we are starting from the 0. So the 0 is the edge, 0 is having the edges which is a 10 and 28. Among this one, 10 is the least one. So it will connect to the 5th one. So this 5 is having the only one edge. So which is a 25. We should take that one. Okay. And coming to the 4, 4 is having 2 edges. 4 is having the 2 edges here. So here, why we consider only 25? It has been already red. We won't access the already red one. So what you have to do, we need to take the next one. That is why that's why we are taking the 25 as that. While coming to the that is 4, we are having 2 values, which is a 22 and 14. So let me draw this one. Sorry, enter this one. From 0 to 1, I am taking the value which is a 10 and sorry, not 1, 5. Okay. And coming to the 5, what the values we are having? From 5 to 4, we are having the link. We are having a link. The link is having the weight 25. And at the 4, we need to choose the least one. So which is the least one? 4 to 3, 22. Okay. And at the third node, we are using multiple representations over there. So this multiple representations, 18, 20, 12, and then 22. So 22 also already read one. So we choose 3 to 2, which is using the 12. So at the 12, we are having only one element, which is 16. 2 to 1, which is 16. And from 1 to 6, we are having 14. Let us see this order is a correct or not. First we took 0 to 5, which is the 10, and then next 5 to 4, 25, and from the 4 to 3, which is using 22, and 3 to 2, we are using the value which is 12. See here, ma. And we are using the another value that is 2 to 1, which is 16, and from 1 to 6, we are using the 14. So that is a final one we are having. So we can use this Prim's algorithm by the iteration form also, or the form what you have chosen. Both are the correct one. So in this iteration form, what we are doing is simply adding the values to that one. In this previous one, what we are doing, we are taking the values and we are seeing this whether edges are not there, and we are adding to this pseudocodes, that is algorithms vertex value, that one. So this is a Prim's algorithm. In Prim's algorithm, what we are doing, we are finding, or we are drawing a minimum spanning tree from the given graph. So we are having the many spanning trees for that one, because it is a subset of the graph. It includes all the vertices, but some edges only, where it should not form a cycle. And then next, coming to the properties of that Prim's algorithm, we need to start with your vertex. Any vertex, not only that one. You can take the 6 as a vertex, 5 as a vertex, or the 4 also. We can take the any vertex ma. So if we are taking that vertex, if it is able to form a minimum spanning tree or not, we need to see. If it is forming the minimum spanning tree, then we will take it as a final one. So after specifying this is the vertex, what you have to do, we need to take the adjacent nodes of that selected one. So this selected edges, selected vertices, what we are doing, will have some edges. Multiple edges will be there. So from among these edges, we need to take only the value which is the least one. So the edge weightage which is having the least value will be taken as a edge to be for the adjacent node. So the vertex which is having the lowest edge, lowest cost will be taken as a adjacent node, and this property will be applied to that selected adjacent node. So when we are reaching to that selected adjacent node, what you have to do, we need to take how many edges are there to the adjacent nodes. So this adjacent nodes, what we are doing, will have the, means don't take the already accessed one. Already accessed one has to be removed, and we need to take only the that is a remaining one, and we need to apply least cost as that one. So by that we will form a spanning tree which is of the minimum cost. How many nodes we are having? We are 7 nodes. From that 7 nodes, you will be able to process here. So if you are able to process this minimum spanning tree, and you need to get that which is having the minimum cost here when compared with the Kruskals and then Prim's. The Prim's algorithm is the very fastest one here, because in the Prim's algorithm we have to apply the steps more times, and then we after that we got that value here. So in this formation also, what we are doing, we are taking the minimum weight of this one, that is the edge, as a important one also here. But the difference here is we need to start with the vertex here. In the previous one, we are taking the edges as the important one. We need to take the edges which are having the least one. And coming to the next one, we are having an algorithm which is a Solin's algorithm. So it uses both the properties of the Kruskals and the Prim's. It is been specified as a hybrid of the Kruskal and Prim's algorithm. And how it is going to form this minimum spanning tree here is, well, it will take the nodes here. Means like the Prim's algorithm. Prim's algorithm, what it is doing, it will take the nodes as the representation, and it has to collect the nodes. So the nodes will be collected, and what it is doing is the adjacent node will be taken into that one. So here the adjacent node, what we are doing, will have some edges now. So the adjacent nodes, what we are representing, will be collected, and what we are doing is we need to take which is having the least cost has to be taken. Means we are forming the edges here. So if you remember the previous example, what you have done, we are taking from 0 to 1, the cost is this one, from 1 to 2, like that we have been processed. From that arcs, means we have placed that arcs, and from that arcs, what we are doing is we need to take this minimum cost, and then we need to add these arcs to the vertex. So first what you have to do, we need to take the nodes. How many nodes are there and how many arcs are there? So here, what are the nodes which are using that arcs has to be specified there. Means first we need to plot the values, the weights what we are using here. Yeah, and what you have to do, we need to take the minimum value from that one. And we are not giving it is an ascending or descending order. In the Kruskal's algorithm, what we are doing, we are taking it is an increasing order now. So here we won't take it as an increasing order. Just what we are doing, we need to plot the nodes and its arcs here. What are the node we are having in it and its arcs? From that one, what we are doing, we need to choose the, at every iteration we need to choose the minimum cost here. Okay, and how we are going to process here is, we need to consider the nearest one as a nearest node here, the nearest neighbor as a one. So first we will begin with the what are the values we are using. Node values are considered as a node underscore I. First, initially the tree, what we are specifying, the starting of that one, and then next ending of that one, what we are representing will be the empty only. Okay. And coming to the next one, whenever we are having the trees ending and means from the starting to ending, that is if the tree is having the n minus 1 edges less than n minus edges, what you have to do, you need to go for the nearest neighbor and collect the edge and need to add the edge to that that is the specified or the selected one. If not like that, what happens here is the nodes what we are chosen will be added, and then next what it is doing, it is updating the values here, updating the values of that vertex and the updating the values of the that is the edges what you have taken. From the Kruskals, what we are doing, the Kruskals algorithm is updating the information of the edges here. Means the edges what we are chosen has to remove from the set. By that we will know that the edges is being used or the traversed. And in this one, in this representation, what we are doing, we are taking these vertices into an account. So we are adding the vertices into that one, whether it is been visited or not. So if you are trying to visit the node again, what happens here? We may form the cycles here. So to avoid the cycles, what happens? We need to eradicate, that is, we need not to consider that edge here. After that, merge and all that one means we are collecting all the information randomly and we are not forming a tree here. What we are doing, we are collecting the vertex and vertices adjacent nodes, and from that adjacent nodes which is having the minimum value, and we are separately collecting all these things. And it forms different trees also. And then next what we need to do, we need to merge all the trees here. How I am going to merge the tree here is, there could be the repetition of the nodes will be there now. So if you are having 1 to 5 and there is a 5 to 4 is there, so what you have to do, we need to merge this one. The common point here is the 5 is the node, so 1 to 5 and then next 5 to 4 will be added. So the other will be the 4 to 3. The other will be the 4 to 3 here. So the 4 to 3 means here we need to add this this edge to this another one. So if you see the example, see ma, so you are having how many edges here? So the edges, the count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 edges are there, and we need to consider, means repetitions also there. These red values, what we are using, the weights here, they are also using the repetitions also. Okay. First, what I have to do is nothing but I need to take the 0 as the what one. So here, what I have to do here is I need to form a different trees here. So the different trees here is 0 and then next 5. I have to choose the minimum only. So chosen one is the 0 to 5. This is the one tree. Okay. And coming to the second one, what are the values you are having? You are having 14, 16, 28. And the value here is, least one here is the 14. Draw another tree here. Okay. These are the different trees we are having, and what we will do here is, by collecting them, at last we will merge them and then we need to update the tree here. So the first one here is, just I plotted the vertices here. The first one here is 0 to 5. And then next one here is 1 to 6. Okay, that is from the 1. And the other one we are using is the second one. The second one, what is the second one? Sorry, my second one here is 12 and 16. What is the minimum one? We need to use the 12 here. So this will be taken. Okay. And then next one here is 12, 18 and 22. 12 is a traversed one. 12 is a traversed one. We won't take this one. And the another one here is 18. If you are taking the 18, what happens here? It is forming a circle because we traverse it from here. And if you are taking the 18, what happens here? It is forming a circle. We will, we will consider that one. We will discard that edge. Okay. and the remaining one is, this is the traversed one, this should be discarded, and the remaining one is the 22. So we should take the 22 here. And coming to the fourth one, the fourth one is having the edges 22, 24, 25. 22 is the traversed one. Okay. The left one is the 24, which is the least one. Yes, na? So here, if you choose the least one, what happens? We traverse it from this to this. And what happens here? It is taking the value, this one. So the 24 is the value. What happens here? It is forming a cycle. We need to discard that edge also. And the remaining edge is 25, which is this one. And coming to the next one, 5. The 5 to 0 is there, but 5 to 0 has been considered at the initial state only. So the first chosen one is a 0. So first, how we are going to process? We need to take this as a vertex based vertex only, means one by one vertex. We are not considering the all this is the first one, this is the last one, not the first. Plot all the vertices. How many vertices are there? There are 7 vertices, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What are the edges it is having? Either it is a repeated one or the non-repeated one. Just indicate all these things. Okay. And indicate them in a order. Which is the order here? Minimum order, or the minimum one has to be considered the first, because the next algorithm what we are using here, the next algorithm is the Prim's algorithm is there. From the minimum arcs has to be taken. So the 0th one is having the minimum, that is a 5. So draw this edge and go to the second edge, that is the first one, which is having the edge, that is a 14. And then next one here is the second. So we didn't choose the 14 and 16. We choose only the 14. And then the remaining here is the 2. 2 is having the element which is the 12 is a 1, and then next 16 is a 1. So here we need to consider all these representations from the 1 to 4 and the next 1 to 2 also for processing. We are need to add all the edges for processing and for continue to get the minimum spanning tree. So that's about the algorithms what we are having. Prim's and Solin. Solid is a hybrid algorithm of this, means which is a combination of the Kruskals and Prim's algorithm. So thank you.